Hi, it's Frank from Frank About Yoga. And today we're going for a very gentle, slow-paced yoga session. We're not going to stand, we're not going to use the legs, we're just going to stretch and relax and go deep within. This practice will include a lot of forward folds, a lot of twists, and it's very handy to have a towel at hand. And I suggest to place a towel in front of your mat. Enjoy. Lay down on your back. We're going to start with a couple minutes of deep centering, allowing our mind and our body to arrive in the same moment, this moment, the only moment that you can ever actually have an impact on. Allow your feet to drop to the side, maybe bringing your shoulder blades slightly closer together. The palms of your hands are facing up, maybe tucking the chin into the chest and placing the back of the head back down so that you have a long back and a relaxed neck. Connecting to the feelings in your body. Noticing the movement behind your eyes. Tuning into the sounds in the distance. The sounds close by. And the sounds inside your head. Maybe you can slightly hear the breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. And becoming particularly interested in that breath. Where are you breathing? Is your belly rising and falling, or are you moving your chest or your shoulders? Become aware of the little break in between the exhalation and the inhalation. And start to feel how the air is flowing in and out of your nostrils. And notice how with each cycle of full awareness, you're getting more centered, more focused, more present, and deeply relaxed. Preparing yourself for some movement, some gentle movement. Slowly bringing your right heel close to your bum and hugging the left knee into your chest. And maybe you want to guide the left knee to the left shoulder on the next exhalation. Inhale here. And on the exhalation, you place the left chin on the right thigh and you hug the right thigh towards you. Now the most gentle option is to grab your thigh from behind. From there, you can start pushing the knee, the left knee forward. Just gently. Maybe you actually want to grab the shin. It all depends on how flexible your hips are. Wherever you are, try to keep your sacrum, so the lower back, on the floor. And maybe you can start activating the left foot by pulling the toes towards the shins and then pushing the left knee more out to open up the hip. Deep inhalation here, and at the long inhalation you pull your legs slightly closer. On the next inhalation your left leg slides over the right thigh, and then maybe you want to hook the left foot under the right calf. Place your right foot back on the floor, hop your hips to the left and drop your knees to the right. Opening up your left arm in one straight line with the shoulders and allowing your right hand to guide the legs towards the floor. Still breathing in deeply and slowly and super relaxed. Each time you arrive in a pose, you again start to observe the feeling of the air that is going in and out of your nostrils. Being fully aware of the inhalation, the exhalation, and the little breaks in between. Allowing the sounds around you to center your attention in this moment by being fully focused on the breath. Activate your core and start to bring the knees back to the middle. Untangle the legs, place your hip back in the middle. And start to bring the right knee into your chest, and then on the exhalation guiding it to your shoulder. And on the inhalation placing the right shin on top of the left thigh. Grabbing the left thigh from behind. Starting to activate that right foot. Maybe bring the right knee a little bit further out. And maybe exploring if you can still keep your sacrum on the ground. Maybe grab your left shin instead. Be gentle to your hips. You will feel this in your knees. So if your right knee is feeling alright, then you're doing great. Maybe you can push the right knee just a little bit more out and forward. Taking a long breath in and a relaxed breath out. One more deep inhalation. And long exhalation. Bringing the left knee closer to your chest. Always allowing your body to slowly get used to the increased range of motion. And on the next exhalation, you place your left foot back on the floor. Your right leg slides over the left leg and you hook the foot behind the calf, or you let it dangle on the side. Now hop the hips to the right, drop the knees to the left and stretch your right arm out. Feeling this twist in your back. And if you're aiming for your knees on the floor, you feel it more in the lower back. Whereas if you're going for the shoulder on the floor, you're stretching the thoracic part of the spine. These twists are very good for the blood flow, the blood circulation to our abdominal organs, because we're basically massaging them by breathing with our diaphragm, improving detoxification, and circulation. Shoulder to melt in the direction of the floor on the exhalation. Maybe increasing the size of the inhalation. I know it's hard to breathe in this pose. By doing that, you're training your diaphragm and massaging your spleen, your other abdominal organs. Now with an engaged core, you guide your knees back to the middle on the next inhalation. And then you untangle the legs and step both feet close to your bum, hopping the hips back in the middle, and then slowly start to lift the tailbone off the floor and place it back down. So as you inhale, you lift the tailbone off the floor and maybe also the lower back. And as you exhale, you place first the lower back and then the tailbone back. Your movement is always starting from the breath, not the other way around. So inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the lower back, and lift the middle back. Exhale, release the middle back, lower back, and the tailbone down to the floor. Inhale, lift the tailbone, the rest of your back. And now come a little bit higher. Start to walk the shoulder blades a little bit closer together and push the feet forward so that your legs get higher, your glutes get engaged, and your knees are not pointing out, not to the side but forward. The trick is to push your feet forward into the floor. From here you can start to bring your chest in the direction of your chin, maybe grabbing both hands underneath your bum, pushing the outer edges of the hands into the floor to open up the shoulders. Still breathing deeply and slowly. And then releasing back down to the floor. So first your middle back and the lower back, and only then the tailbone. Now bringing both knees into your chest, grabbing the feet from the outside, maybe staying here, maybe bringing your heels towards the sky, and then bringing the arms on the inside of the knees, and all of a sudden you're in happy baby. Now try to keep your sacrum on the floor again, so your entire back is on the floor. And maybe you're rocking from left to right, creating a little bit of movement, massage for the spine. Maybe you want to slightly lengthen one leg and then the other. Keep on watching the breath. And then slowly bring the knees back to the middle. Release the feet, grab the shins or the thighs, roll back and forward until you're sitting. And then bring your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. Now you want to firmly press the hands into the floor so that your arms are long. You want to bring the inside of the elbows forward so your shoulders are externally rotating. And when you push your hands forward and down, you engage the knuckle underneath the index finger, and all the corners of your hands are engaged and touching the floor. So you have a strong base to protect your wrist. Now when you look back, you can't see your toes. On the next inhalation, you push your bum up, your chest forward and your shoulders back. You look forward. On the exhalation, you round your back as much as you can. Your shoulders are the highest part of your body. Inhale, arch the back, look forward. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time, arch. Stay there, and on the exhalation you look over the right shoulder, all the way behind you, towards your glutes or maybe even further. Inhale, come back to the middle with an arched back. And exhale, left shoulder, left bum. Inhale, middle. And exhale, round the back. Push the hands forward and down. Keep the inside of the elbows pointing forward. And on the next inhalation, come back to neutral. And you start to extend the right leg behind you. And maybe you can lift the right foot off the floor and make it in one straight line with your back. So really pushing the heel back and bringing the toes in the direction of your shins. And maybe you want to see what happens if you firmly press your right hand forward and then lifting the left hand forward as well. Looking over to the left hand. Keep on pushing the right foot out, making yourself as long as you can. And then releasing the hand and the knee back down. Lengthening the left leg behind you. And on the next inhalation, you lift the left leg. Engage the glutes. Push the heel back. Toes towards your shin. Push the left hand forward and lift the right hand up. Look forward. Make yourself long by stretching the fingers and the heel out. And release. Now on the next inhalation, your right hand goes up, you look up to the hand. And on the exhalation, you sweep that hand through the left arm and the left knee, and you lay your right shoulder on the floor. You can already start pushing the left hand away from you, so that you open up into a subtle twist. You should feel this in between your shoulder blades and at the right shoulder. Option to stay here, or to first come onto your fingertips, push a little bit more, and then lengthen the arm overhead and wrapping it around your back, maybe grabbing the right thigh. On the inhalation, you lift your left shoulder to the sky to open up your chest. Exhale, relax. Inhale deeply. Exhale long. Taking one more breath here. And on the next exhalation, your left hand goes back. Your shoulder. Your right arm goes all the way up. You look up, you follow with your chest. And you release the hand back down. Inhale, left hand goes up. Look up. Exhale, sweep it through. Left shoulder on the floor. Push your right hand out to go deeper into the stretch. Option to stay here, to come onto your right fingertips, push the hand a little bit more forward, and then maybe lifting the right hand up, lengthening the arm completely overhead, and then wrapping it around your back, grabbing the left thigh. Now, yoga poses may look static, but actually on each inhalation you can lengthen your back and open up the chest to the sky. Taking 2 more deep inhalations. And on the next exhalation, your right hand goes in the corner of the mat. Inhale, left hand goes up, follow with your chest and your head. Exhale, hand to the floor. Now spread your fingers wide. Again, push the hands forward so that your arms are long, the elbows are pointing back, so the inside of your elbows are pointing forward. Then tuck the toes, lift the knees, and start to lift the hips to the sky, keeping your knees bent so that your belly meets your thighs. You want to start by pushing the hand forward as far as you can so that the arms are fully long, and then externally rotating the shoulders so that the inside of your elbows are moving forward again. Now maybe you can start to bring your heels a little bit in the direction of the floor. What you want is that your back and your arms are in one straight line. Now you can look down, or if you have more strength in your neck, you can look to the knees or to the belly button. And maybe you can pedal the feet, moving one heel in the direction of the floor and then the other. Firmly pressing the hands forward, engaging the inside of the palm of your hand to protect the wrists, and then finding stillness. So just keep a slight bend in your knees to make sure that you can keep length in the lower back. And on the next exhalation, you're going to walk forward and come to a seated position. I want to lengthen your left leg and place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Now maybe you can point the right foot back so the heel is pointing back, but only if you can have both sitting bones on the floor. Otherwise, come back with the left leg long. From here, your left hand is behind you, you're on your fingertips, it's very close. Your right hand goes all the way up, look up to the hand, and then place the elbow on the outside of the right knee. Start to twist, and then on the inhalation, you lengthen the spine. And on the exhalation, you twist a little bit deeper. It's coming from your core, it's coming from your left fingers, and it's coming from your right elbow, mainly from your core. So inhale, lengthen, spine, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, last time. And inhale, find your way back to the middle. Now place your left knee, or your left foot is going to the outer edge of the right mat. And then you're going to place the right foot on top of the left knee. And maybe you can place the right knee on top of the left foot. If that's not possible, just place the right foot in front of the left knee. That's also all right. And from here you want to lengthen the back. So moving the chest bone forward and up. And then with a straight back you want to fold from the hips. And then when you're halfway, you can maybe lengthen the back again. So inhale, chest bone forward and up. Shoulders back, and exhale, reach a little bit more forward. And then just rounding the back, relaxing the neck. And finding a relaxed but strong hip stretch. So you should feel this on the outside of the right glute, maybe all throughout the right thigh. And that's okay. You can go all the way through this intense sensation by focusing on the breath. Breathing in life energy and with your intention guiding it to the stretch. And exhaling toxins. Exhaling acidity. And exhaling stored emotions. And slowly coming back up. And then lengthening the right leg. Placing the left foot on the outside of the right knee. And flexing the right foot towards you. And maybe you can actually bring the knee back, but only if you can sit on both sitting bones. Otherwise, you're lengthening the leg, lifting the left arm, placing the right hand close behind you with the fingers pointing back, and then placing the left elbow on the inside of the right knee, left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more time, lengthen. Twist. And come back to the middle. Bending the right knee and placing the left foot on top of the right knee, the left knee on top of the right foot. Again, you can also place your left foot in front of the right knee if that's better for you. And then lengthen your back as much as you can. So sitting up straight, maybe tilting the pelvis a little bit forward, finding length from the sternum, going up, and only then moving forward with a straight back. The trick is to look forward as long as you can, because when you look down, your spine follows and you start to round your back. So as long as you're looking forward, you have a straight back. And maybe breathing in, lengthening the back a little bit more by opening up from the chest, shoulders back. And exhale, release into the pose. And now it's completely okay to round the back and to relax the neck. Fully tuning into the breath. To be able to withstand any intense stretch in your hip. And if your left knee is on top of the right foot and you feel pain in the left knee, then you really want to place the left foot in front of the right knee. It's never about how the pose looks, it's always about how it feels for you. Each body is different. You can challenge your muscles, but you cannot challenge your bone structure. And also, if you challenge your muscles by going too far, too soon, then the autonomic nervous system and the rest of your nervous system, they just respond by contracting and by knowing like this is not safe. So you're never going to be able to go beyond that point
expressed when you relax into the pose by breathing in and out. Deeply in and relaxed out. Your body realizes that it's safe to be here. And it's time to slowly come back up.
And then to lengthen both legs. So if you have a towel, place your heels on the towel, your knees are bent. And with a long back, you open up the chest, the shoulders go back, and then you bring your belly towards your thighs. Now your knees are together, your feet are flexed so the toes are pointing towards the shins, and you grab them from the outside. Now stay here. Or on the exhalation, slide your feet a little bit forward. We're aiming to keep the knee or the belly on the thighs. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, slide a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen the back. And maybe you found your edge, or maybe you can slide a little bit more. Don't go too far, just let your body get used to this position. And tell your hamstrings that it's okay to relax. It's okay to go deeper. You have more range of motion. Maybe you can increase that range of motion by inhaling deeply. And exhaling, pushing the heels a little bit further. And maybe that's just 0.5 centimeter. Inhale deeply, lengthen the back. Exhale, push the heels a little bit forward. Inhale deeply, lengthen the back. And exhale, relax the neck, relax the head. Slide all the way you want. You should feel this in your hamstrings, or if you're really flexible, so in your back, and maybe actually at the shoulders. For me, when my hamstrings got more flexible, I started to feel this in my lower back. So still breathing in deeply into the nose. And a long breath out. Inhale, lengthen the back. Chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, push the heels a little bit further forward. Maybe your belly is not on the thighs anymore. That's okay. On the inhalation, you can lengthen the back once more. And on the exhalation, you can just round the back and the neck. Staying here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. In the inhalation, you're slowly coming back up halfway. You keep your feet in your hands. Exhale here. And inhale, come all the way up. Now bring both heels about 40 centimeters away from your groin. A little bit further or closer is okay. Sit up as straight as you can. Again, chest bone forward, sternum, shoulders back. Also tilting your pelvis slightly forward. And then from here, with a straight back, keep looking forward as you fold forward on the exhalation. Maybe staying halfway for first. Inhale, open up the back, so chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, open up the back. Exhale, fold. Maybe now you can relax the neck and relax the upper back and just look down towards your feet. Maybe you can rest your forehead on your feet. Again, wherever you are today, it's completely fine. If you're less flexible, you feel the stretch much sooner. So maybe your practice is much more effective. Perhaps if you're already quite flexible in the hips, you can tuck the elbows onto the shins and then push the elbows into the shins and lengthen the back on the inhalation. And exhale, bring your chin towards your toes. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, chin to toes. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, release down and relax. You're staying here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. On the next inhalation, you slowly come up. Halfway first. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring both knees together. And slowly lean a little bit back. Open the chest to the sky. Grab the thighs from behind and lift your heels off the floor. You want to keep your chest open as much as you can. Taking a breath here, deep inhalation and a long exhalation, and then slowly placing the feet on the floor and slowly lowering the upper body down. Bringing both heels close to your bum and dropping the knees to the right side. And then coming back to the middle and dropping them to the left side, looking over to the right. Coming back to the middle. Placing the heels close to your bum so that you can just touch the heels with your middle finger. Then you start to lift the tailbone, the lower back, middle back, upper back. You walk the shoulder blades close together. You push the feet into the floor. You lengthen the legs. That's not really possible. By pushing the feet forward, you're lifting the glutes up. They are firmly engaged, and maybe you push the hands into the floor. Maybe you grab them together behind your bum. Now you want to make sure that your knees are not pointing out. That's not good for your sacrum. So pretend that there's a block in between your legs that you're pushing together. And maybe when you're fully in the pose, you can also start to bring your chest in the direction of your chin. And then slowly release back down. Release the hands to make space to land. And bring both knees into your chest. Grab the feet from the outside. Come back into your happy baby. So the arms are on the inside of the knees. The sacrum is on the floor and your neck is long. So maybe tucking the chin into the chest. Placing the back of your head back down. Rocking from left to right. If there's anything you'd still like to do before entering into a state of deep relaxation, go for it. Otherwise, start to lengthen your legs. Place the heels on the floor, drop the toes to the side. Moving the shoulder blades slightly closer together. The palms are facing up and you are taking a lot of space. And simply become aware of the body. And maybe you'd like to scan your body all by yourself. Or maybe you'd like to place your full awareness at your groin, the area of your genitals, and try to relax this area. Simply by breathing towards it. To sink deeper and deeper within with every full breathing cycle. And then shifting your attention up to the sacrum, to the place where your lower back is touching the floor. Slow inhalation, you bring your attention to your belly button, just above the belly button, and then you move your attention in the direction of your spine. And maybe you'd like to imagine how there is a yellow ball of energy in this area. And how with each inhalation you are fueling this fire. The ball of yellow energy dissolve and becoming aware of the place behind your sternum, the middle of your chest, and trying to melt your awareness into the nervous system of your heart. Consciously relaxing the heart. Simply by having the intention. Becoming aware of your throat. Back of your head, and the place in between your eyebrows. feeling of the air that is flowing in and out. Slowly starting to awaken the body by moving the fingers and the toes. And become aware of the room around you. Now, if you want to leave this practice in a meditative state, roll over onto your left side. If you want more energy, go to the right side. Using your hand as a pillow, bringing the upper knee into the chest. And slowly using your elbows and your hands to push up to a seated position while keeping your eyes closed. Back is straight. Your hands are touching each other in front of the chest. The thumb is touching the sternum. And you notice how you feel. And you know that this deep state of relaxation is just a couple minutes away at every moment of the day. When you decide to invest time and energy into your well-being. I'd like to thank you for sharing this experience with me. Bow your head to your heart and thank yourself. Thank you. Namaste. I hope you feel super relaxed. If you have any questions, I'm very happy to answer them. You can use the comments below. And if you'd like more of this, then like this video, subscribe to my channel. And I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.